Oprah. Come on, you got some papers?
Writing papers?
No, rolling paper.
I'll go ask if,
Can you...
Lucky got some papers.
He does. Can you roll that? Or have him roll one?
Cool.
Tell you what, Oprah. I just smoked a joint, and I feel Shazam. It happens every time. I don't know why I forget to do it, but I'll tell you what, Oprah. I'm going to get the Fountain of Orgasm for Women technique famous here fairly soon. I think I found a woman who's absolutely willing to lay back, let me put my mouth on her pussy, and play the violin, stick my fingers in and up to the bottom of her stomach wall, and then my left arm will be wrapped around her leg. I'll be pressing down on those fingers. The stomach wall is in between, and it's the G-spot. It's the fountain of orgasm for women. Every time you touch fingertips, it makes her come. Unless she's had a cesarean section, even if she's been raped and can't come. Yeah, that was miracle number one. I had it for a while, and I thought, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this? What I should have done is started a movement of women a long time ago to start doing things that need to be done. Because men sure as hell won't do it. They can't get out of their own way. All we want to do is fucking fight, Oprah. Look at the world at large. Okay, look at society in general. And that's all men do is fucking fight. All right? Anyhow, miracle number 2, Oprah, is Stevia. Yeah, get some Stevia. I should have already had a... Hey, brother, can you do me a favor? Can you get me one of your 7-Up cups? Yeah.
I'll get you a different cup.
The one you can see through. I want to put it on video.
All right.
Anyway, Oprah, what I'm going to show you is cold fusion. Okay, cold fission. Stevia is splitting water into a natural gas. They can actually make engines to run off that. Elon Musk. Okay, that'll work.
What's his name? We're sleeping right now. Wait till he wakes up, okay, Pop? I'll wait till he wakes up, okay, Pop?
What's that?
I'll wait till he wakes up. He's sleeping on the couch right now. That one, she got a blunt.
Yeah, her.
Alright, thanks, Pop.
Do you need more?
Just 2.
No, do you need more weed?
No, I think I got it. Can I get one extra? Pop, can I get one extra? The cigar, I mean.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah.
You promised me you're gonna have a shower yesterday.
I took one last night. See the hair? I took one last night. It was a pretty good shower.
And Daniel, you?
Janet, I don't want to talk to you about a thing. All right.
I
Go
took
back
one
into your
about 9
cave.
or 8 o'clock at night.
Okay, that's fine.
Yes, ma'am. I sure did.
Anyhow, I don't have any dry stevia out here with me right now, Oprah. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this supercharged, what I've been dunking my marijuana buds in before I smoke them, and going to add some energy to water. It's real simple. Stevia plus H2O plus E equals split H2O and pure H2O. See, I can make this overflow. See how that soap floating, Oprah? I got that out of what my...
Have lunch.
I got that out of what my uncle drank, and in 4 short months, he lost 6 cancerous breast tumors, 74 pounds of flabby fat melted off his body, and type 2 diabetes was gone in under a week. His blood sugar normalized within hours, and he didn't have to take insulin shots anymore. Anyhow, Oprah, I've discovered miracles that will rock the world, except no one's listening. I have a few followers. I had 998,000 hits on YouTube at one point with my Poet 41 channel on YouTube. And YouTube allowed someone to lie, and they shut down my channel when I had hundreds of followers. Okay? That was over 10 years ago. I think that we should sue YouTube for caving in to lies and deceit. Joe Rogan, Oprah Winfrey, Joe Rogan knew 12 years ago that Stevia cures, and that Diego Sanchez had told him so. Anyway, what I'm getting at, Oprah, is I need your help. Okay, Oprah Winfrey, everybody listens to you, even if they're from different countries. What do you think? Should I have my hair short or long? Or depends on what setting we're in, Oprah. Yeah. Anyways, Oprah Winfrey. Dan Quinn, over the last 35 years, has got to a position where I rub elbows with 5-star generals in the different criminal underworlds, the criminal world. Okay, my friends. Yeah, I can get fronts of things with weight because of my word. I can buy 4 pounds of marijuana that is bomb green bud, getting everybody high, getting everybody to have fun, enjoying their lives immensely. Patrick Ofosi, who's given me a 30-day notice for, I'll actually read it. Yeah, 30-day notice, Oprah. What it's really for is because I bought 4 pounds of marijuana for $300, okay? But now he's giving me a 30-day eviction notice. Failure of the client to comply with state or local law after given notice of the alleged violation. Failure of the client to comply with written general policies of the facility, which are for the purpose of making it possible for clients to live together. Refer house rules. I'll tell you what, ask anybody that lives here, I keep this place together, okay? I shut John Jay down when he was drunk. It's gonna come up here. Client harassing caseworkers who come to see other residents. Police report filed. A lie. Harassing. I made a video that one time where I called dude a punk, and then I apologized. I didn't realize it was in his best interest not to give me a ride because he could have gotten fired. Client number 4, client brought a large amount of cannabis into the home and refused to dispose. Second police report. I haven't made contact with the police. Client is cheeking medication. Client's medication was found in the garbage. Yeah, I was on Depakote, 1 pill at nighttime. Depakote actually makes your hair fall out. That's why I was picking off my brush tons, and I figured if I keep doing that, what I have is going to be gone. So I stopped taking it. I'm not on conservatorship anymore. I can do anything I want to. Client is verbally aggressive to staff and other clients of the facility, and when staff try to redirect his behavior, he is uncooperative. I told Janet, who is a brash, negative Nigerian bitch, get off my back, lady. Okay, the first time, and it shocked her. Yeah, and I don't let her bully me like she does everybody else in the house because I'm an adult and I don't take that shit from anybody. Okay, client verbally threatened another client on 1101. Yeah, right in front of Janet. John Jay said something that was foul and out of line to Maria. And I said, what the fuck did you say? And he said, I'm not talking to you. And I said, I'm talking to you, punk. And I walked over and I said, say it again, I'm going to break your fucking ribs. And it put a stop to it. Okay? You know, I don't tolerate men treating women in any way than they would treat another man, you know, socially. Anyhow, Oprah Winfrey, it's late in the game. I've had 35 years since I was touched by a golden halo of energy that brought me to my knees at Notre Dame. It gave me a glimpse of the future and how I was to be the richest man on the planet and giving back to the community so everybody had enough. Did you make it? Come on.
Yeah.
Did you make it?
Yeah. I'll sit right over here, okay?
All right.
Do this, Papa. Just do it. Totally.
Anyhow, come on. Would you say that I'm a disruptive? That I'm disruptive? I'm getting kicked out. It says failure of the client to comply with state or local law after giving notice of the alleged violation. Failure of the client to comply with written general policies of the facility, which are for the purpose of making it possible for clients to live together. Refer to house rules. Client harassing caseworkers who come to see other residents. Police report filed. Client brought it. I don't harass other caseworkers at all, do I?
No. I don't know. I think it's the other way.
Won't you say that I keep shit together here?
Yeah.
And make everything much more enjoyable?
Totally.
Completely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't let John Jay get out of line.
Yeah, he's totally out of line with so.
John Jay's a drunk. But anyways, Oprah Winfrey, I need a home run, a grand slam to knock this out of the park. That's why I hope anybody watching this gets on the phone and tries to pay this forward to you so you see some of my videos. You smoked marijuana for a long time, come on.
Since 1990.
Since 1990?
Yeah.
Okay. You've seen good and bad, right?
Yeah, I've seen good and bad.
What would you rate this?
Total bad.
Total what?
It's a total bad rating.
No, what would you rate this weed? Oh, son of a bitch. The fucking win, man. And me not.
That's the win?
Yeah, the win.
Damn. I know, I said it. So isn't that the win? Man.
All right. Well, the quality of this marijuana, in your opinion?
10 plus, 8 plus shit.
It's fucking off the hook bomb, isn't it?
It's off the hook, baby. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know, that for this, man. I want to say that.
Anyway, Oprah, I got 4 pounds of off the hook green bud for $300. Yeah, because it was 1 year old. I'll take that deal every day, all day long, and pay it forward because doesn't it seem, come on, that weed makes people happy?
Yeah. It also cures back pain, neck pain.
Well, it does many medicinal things. And, you know, for Patrick Ofosi to absolutely call the cops on me because I got 4 pounds of weed, he's a punk.
Or yours.
Anyway, Oprah, I hope somebody watching this gets on the phone and pays it forward so you actually start paying attention, because we need to do something drastic like a grand slam in the bottom of the 9th inning to win the game. Okay? 35 years ago, I had a vision telling me I was going to be rich. Then I discovered how to make all that soap float at the end of the blend. Get all that soap out, Oprah. It creates the fountain of youth. I call it pure H2O. And it brought cancerous, skeleton thin, write-off cat that was sneezing blood bubbles at the vet back into perfect health within a matter of weeks. Okay? She started lapping up pure H2O when that was all she was given. We could make this into a movie. Peachy the cat lapping up pure H2O and going from skeleton thin, cancerous, numerous tumors in her throat at birth, she was sneezing blood bubbles, to perfect health. And it happened, Oprah. I didn't get it on video. But I stake my life on the following: that if one of the big gangs out there, you know, Nuestra Familia, the Bloods, the Aryan Brotherhood, the Russian mob, found somebody that they cared about that was terminally ill with cancer, we could metaphorically lock ourselves into 2 rooms, you know, or into the same domicile, and I'd make pure H2O, and this individual would start to shit up a storm that was so toxically foul you had to curtsy flush because it was just nasty. And that would continue on for about 5 days. The stevia shits as stevia cleans you out, and then the high pH in stevia would activate the body to defend itself. That's what stevia does. It cleans out the human body. It purifies water, Oprah, is what it does. The human body is mostly water. Start taking stevia into your system, and you'll notice a lot more bubbles when you take a piss. Blend all that shit out of water, sell it to people, have miracles happen, have it become analogous to the fountain of youth, Oprah, and I'm the richest man on the planet, and you could bypass so many steps and save so much time. It would almost be like a miracle. You know, Joe Rogan wouldn't have had the same effect. But Joe Rogan paying it forward would have eventually landed on your table, Oprah, since you're the queen, and you pretty much always have been. Yeah, so Dan Quinn, I have my tray had blasted on my stomach. shards of glass, the metaphorical chins of the countless individuals that I've knocked out over the years, throwing punches. So Oprah Winfrey, I'm saying that I rub elbows with 5-star generals and one of Mozzie's Mozzie M-O-Z-Z-Y, yeah, one of his compatriots, maybe his boss in some way, since Snubs was the president of Oak Parkzilla, their leader. I'm not sure how they broke it down in comparison to the Mexican Mafia and the Western Familia and other prison gangs, but I think it's pretty military. They're smart. I've met them, and you know what, Oprah? They're the best and the brightest that our generation has to offer, but they're all locked up because white society has twisted it and basically denied them any access to upward mobility and to self-improvement without doing something illegal. They set it up that way, Oprah, from the start, and we have to stop them, okay? Stevia doing what it just did to water proves that on my tray it fulfills the prophecy, Oprah. Free power, split H2O in everybody's home, and we don't have to pay petroleum cartels to lace our water with an incendiary device that creates power and vanishes it forever. It's gone. It's gone forever, Oprah. Water, once it enters an internal combustion engine, and I have all the proof. Look at global warming. Look at smog coming out of the back end of cars instead of what goes into the engine. Okay, that liquid is vaporized. It should be illegal, and we should make it gone forever. We're gonna have to redirect. We're gonna have to redirect society in such a way that there isn't all this travel, because the means to power engines vanishes water. What we're gonna have to do is build engines that run on split H2O to replace everything that we're using now. And that means for maybe the next 10, 20, 30 years, we're gonna have to kick back and act like it was the 1800s, okay? And we're not using as much energy, and there's not as much people. Oprah, we're gonna have to do many things to save this planet. One is to give incentives to women to only have one child and then snip it. There's no more chances, okay? It's done. Give them a house, a car. Give them a house, a car, and a stipend of money to only have one child. We're gonna have to cut back because this expansion of the Bible times Caucasian, go forth and multiply, you know, don't do anything but take control, you know, of the earth and the ocean, and basically dominate and decimate, okay, until it's fucking gone. There was no expansion clauses in the Bible, Oprah, and it was written by men, for men, and we're gonna have to get past that relic that's held us back and led to so much conflict and death, and write a new book for a new chapter, because that's what we can do. okay, on my trail. Fact, not fiction. I have it blasted on my chest. If anybody has a problem with that, my number is 760-809-1744, and I would be more than willing to meet you in hand-to-hand combat. Copying Randy Couture, one of the best ever, and Chuck Liddell. When Randy and Chuck went fist to fist, no takedowns, no kicks, everybody loved it. And Randy, you might have actually seen me because you were doing a class when I came to confront one of the students over a debt. I can't even remember his name, but he was short. He was a left-hander, and Cody. Anyway, we had a little potential confrontation, and I wonder if you actually glimpsed, I should have taken your class and learned a little bit of ground game, because no one wants to fuck with me punching, Randy. If you did, I tell you what, Randy, I would give you, I'm going to win a Nobel Prize, Oprah Winfrey, for what you just saw, Stevia. They don't give out Nobel Prizes for the fountain of orgasm, okay? They should, because women having 10, 20, 30, 100 orgasms easily, as long as their partner plays the violin. Can you imagine the difference? Are you listening? Come on. Yeah, okay. For me to be getting kicked out because I'm a divisive influence, I'm going to sue Patrick Ofosi. For one thing, he already admitted to me that he lied when calling the cops, saying that I threatened, because I had a video camera in my hand and was taking a picture of Janet when she was being a bitch, and I shut her down. I'm going to sue Patrick because he is causing a lot of... You laughing at what I'm saying, brother? A lot of divisiveness, and he's making it insufferable to live here. And at $1,324 a month, this place isn't worth it. I can find a lot of places for much cheaper, have more money in my pocket, and do a lot of good with it, Oprah. If I can buy 4 pounds of marijuana for $300 once, do you think I could do it again? Can you imagine the difference in snubs and spiders, families' lives, if they were given a quarter ounce or a quarter pound of 4 ounces of bomb marijuana right before Christmas? Yeah, it would make a difference. You could easily sell those ounces at $80. Come on. You hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, those ounces at $80 would jump off the shelf, wouldn't they?
Yeah, fully.
Oh, yeah. Okay, it's bomb shit. People that smoke it, roll a joint, smoke it to your face, Ryan Quinn, and it fucks you up in a good way. Makes you smarter. They've done tests, Oprah, where it makes even the retarded functional. But the rich that run everything don't want society to run smoothly. They want divisiveness. They want wars. That's where they keep all the money to themselves. And what I'm planning on doing is trying to change the color of money and then throwing pure H2O out into the market, the Fountain of Youth Oprah, it'll jump off the shelves. People will line up and wait for new batches because they'd rather pay for it than make it themselves. I've shown people how to do it for years for free. Put Stevia water blend, remove the soap, okay? Drink what's left over, and magic happens. Like when I showed you my tray, the fact that I'm not really all that chubby anymore, and I've been sitting on my ass eating like a pig. Proof that pure H2O works, even though I'm not making pure H2O, I'm just on stevia. Anyway, beside the point, Oprah Winfrey, somebody pay this forward to you, okay? Have me on your show. Have me on your show, Oprah Winfrey. Would you allow me to play the violin on you to show everybody on earth actually how to pleasure women, do it right, okay? What do you think, girl? You were meant to lead, but I think your weight keeps you back. You don't like the up and the down and all the excitement in the press over how fat you are. If you got on a diet of stevia, Oprah Winfrey, a pound a month, you would slim down to where you look your very best without even trying. If you tried, it would expedite the process. My uncle lost 74 pounds of flabby fat in 4 months, but he was also working out in 2 or 3 different forms of karate, kung fu, shit that my uncle said. The last one he was on, I forget the name, but it superseded it all. And it had combat techniques like arm bars and ground game, but only striking. Anyway, I might check into that. Anyways, Oprah, I'm trying to do my best on a shoestring budget. $1,700, let's call it $1,800 a month. You can't get much done on $1,800 a month. How much should I get for 4 pounds of marijuana at $80? 80 times 16 is $1,200, right? So off 1 pound, I'd have a profit of $1,200. Off 4 pounds, I'd have $4,800 in my pocket, and that'd be within hours, a couple of days, okay? And we do it again. And my number is 760-809-1744. Why not? Let's make it happen. Would they get me in trouble for selling great weed at a nominal price? Would I get in trouble for that? I'm willing to take the chance. So like I said, I just said my number. And if you want some good weed and you live in the Sacramento area, give me a call. Or will I get a strike taken down? I just was offline for 7 days because I got a strike because I put a video up. I'm not even sure which one. I'm not even sure what the reason is. YouTube is arbitrary and vague in recourse, to try to get it settled. There's absolutely no communication. They're authoritarian, and I'm thinking about words to sue Bryce Peeler. Salinas Valley State Prison. What's up, homeboy? My brother, my best friend, my nigga. Yeah. Bryce was there when Snubs told me that I could call him my nigga, and he would pass it along to the troops, not to get offended, that I had exemplary status, that I am the best go-between, Oprah Winfrey, between the different factions. I'm friends with Nuestra Familia. What's up, Spider? Are you back in ADX Supermax, or were you transferred? Because that's how they do it. They don't like anybody getting comfortable, as if you could in a prison. Anyhow, I'm friends with people who run shit, Oprah Winfrey, and with my background in football and fighting, and the fact that I never lied, stole, cheated, or fucked anybody out, especially since I'm 6'3" and I'm probably 255 pounds now. I don't push my weight around. And many times, especially, this is funny, Oprah, there's more respect in the criminal community, okay, than people give them credit for. Because in the criminal community, if you lie, steal, cheat, or backstab, you get served. You know, depending on the offense, it might be your life, and it might not take much. Especially if you're in a federal prison, where Mark Brandon is. Since weed is going legal, Oprah, and I think cocaine should go legal too, especially since Stevia kicks cocaine's ass as a stimulant. Cocaine is a 20-minute burst, and then you drop off a cliff. Stevia, when you're on it, you can do a line, it'll clog your nose, but eat the same amount, and it'll give you a 40-minute surge with a gradual come down, if any, because you'll be drinking stevia in your water and in your, I don't think they can convert stevia to wine because stevia doesn't ferment. But stevia should replace all sugar, Oprah, and you could be a catalyst to making that happen. All right? How about we get an attorney and sue the United States government through the FDA, saying that sugar is obviously toxic and poisons, see all the cancer and diabetes around the country, and stevia, with Dan Quinn's results that he's already gotten within his family, it's a miracle. It's the cure. We have to adopt it and force a change legally to where the food and drink makers aren't killing us with sugar anymore. Creating a viable market for all the doctors out there. I'll tell you what, Oprah, in my opinion, the average doctor is nothing but a high-class order taker. You go in, you tell him what's wrong, he goes back, plugs in to a computer, and now it spits out for him, okay? You know what to prescribe and make billions. And mostly white, mostly comprised of people that wouldn't make it in the criminal world. Truthfully, with all the stories I just heard in one spiel on the internet of malfeasance within the medical community, it's a wonder that they're not hunted and handled. Anyway, Oprah Winfrey. Hopefully somebody by now has paid it forward. See, the way I script it, I get a female to be in the violin, an apology to women video. And she lays back and I play the violin and I make her orgasm 30 times in 10 minutes. It'll be a 15-minute video. I'll make her orgasm 30 times in 10 minutes. But for the first two, I've already blended stevia and water, told people that it was a gas that could actually power engines. And then I play the violin, and then all that toxic soap that was so prevalent has started to recede to where it looks like water. And get that video out. It'll cross paths with PhD level mind, and they'll be like, oh wow, he's right. Okay, he found it. Stevia plus H2O plus E equals split H2O and pure H2O will be put in books, and it'll win me a Nobel Prize, Oprah Winfrey. Probably two, because that's for science and for making cars go, and planes and trains and automobiles. And then on the health side, making pure H2O for people to drink as we rid our lakes and oceans of the toxic shit that we've been pouring down the sink and the drain for the last 100 years or so. The toxic shit that, quote unquote, they sell us to use, it's in everything. It's what our society is based upon, predicated upon, is petroleum. Which should be illegal to be used. We should have bans on it. It's the lifeblood of this planet, Oprah Winfrey. Think about it. There's a fire at the Earth's core that keeps everything on Earth alive. Otherwise, we'd just be a giant ball of nothing in the universe, a dead planet. And it's keeping life, and it needs fuel. It has to be oil, and we're siphoning it off, and it making people sick because it's toxic, and we don't have to use it anymore because that's what stevia does. You lit. Anyway, Oprah Winfrey, 760-809-1744. To any female out there that wants to go globally famous, all I need is for a consenting adult. Even if she was overweight, she could become a project. I could play the violin, take her to 30 orgasms in 10 minutes easily, and then talk about stevia and all the rest. Or for somebody that wants a great deal on bomb weed. Yeah. So you saw water split and turn to a gas and come back almost immediately because there wasn't that much energy being applied. When you blend it, it stays in a white soup for a long time, Oprah Winfrey, and then it'll slowly change back into water underneath a huge layer of soap. There's even more soap than what you just saw. It's a problem. It's killing people. It's making this planet sick. And Dan Quinn figured how to cure that. Okay? That's what stevia is, Oprah Winfrey. It's the sweet cure for this planet and for the human body. The violin is the cure for women's sex. And it's a valid fact. And I'm going to do my best to locate somebody who will, on video, let me play the violin. And that's just one of the rings that I can throw into the fire, Oprah Winfrey. Because like I said, I'm on a $1,800 a month budget. $268 for food. And I can only do so much. And the planet is dying. As we speak, it's getting worse. It's not getting better. Men are getting more out of hand. Women should be in charge. And that's what trillions of dollars can help do, Oprah Winfrey. What I was thinking was using trillions of dollars to replace all of the businesses that were out there and now have them as almost nonprofits, paying 95% of the profit down to those who helped make it, spreading it around so everybody had enough. Theoretically, it could be done. Theoretically, I, as Maitreya, could meet their number one, the opposition's number one. Who would that be? Would that be Elon Musk? And say, look, you guys have been running things into the ground for how many hundreds of years? How many thousands? But it's just until the last couple hundred years that things have really started to go amok because of the internal combustion engine and all the toxic chemicals. We got to stop. It can be done. And we could have a little competition. Elon Musk, in wits, I'll play chess. I'll try to talk to D-Ray about the flaws of my game. I can beat the computer up to 6 and 7, and then 7, 8, and 9 of expert. The computer wins, but I think it does against Gary Kasparov and even the best. And I'm a good chess player, and I would play you in chess, Elon Musk, and I would fucking wipe you out. I didn't throw up the MMA angle to begin with because that would be thoroughly unfair. I would demolish you. We could have a competition. You bring a female and I'll bring a female and we'll swap, and then we'll swap again and take notes on who did better. And the violin takes gold at the lesbian oral Olympics, homeboy. It'll redefine sex and pleasure as we know it. Yeah. So Oprah Winfrey. I think trillions of dollars in profit should be used to make reparations to the Native American General Chat, Brielle Boyle, and to Native Americans and to slaves, to pay back, try to make things as right as we can. I've seen more talent and more talent and more honesty in the criminal world than I've ever seen in the other side. And I saw it in Notre Dame when I played there. Yeah, I would take criminals over the white society guys any day of the week because you know where you stand. If they say it, they're not going to try to stab you in the back and then get away with it because they can. So Oprah Winfrey, Dan Quinn, Maitreya, the play at Notre Dame, making the greatest stop in the history of, some say, football, and getting fired for it by a cheating, maniacal Lucifer in Lou Holtz. The fact that I do have friends that run shit in the criminal world, and I'm in good standing. That means a lot to people that live in Encinitas, California, and knew Fred Riva. Did you even know that he had a nephew named Dan Quinn? I made it much farther, not in money right now. I'll tell you what, Oprah, I made it much farther than Fred Riva ever did in this world. In the criminal element, I'm like a star. In the criminal element that knows me, I'm a star. And Fred Riva would have been PC after he handcuffed me to a tree for 4.5 hours when I was 12 years old. So that should tell people in Encinitas, California, something right there. I'm going to be coming down to Encinitas in the near future, Oprah, with a friend of mine, Andrew Ayala, and his wife. We're going to make a long day of it. Drive down to Encinitas, go to Juanita's, where I knocked out 5 guys one night to become the bad boy that Boogaloo drew, and then is on the face of UFC now. That's me. 4 guys came to attack me, Oprah, because I had verbally castrated Mike Karts, a coach of mine in high school football. He was the kind of coach that was 10 years out of high school, not very old. And yeah, we had words. I'll tell you what, I castrated him when I was a senior in high school. Told him, look at punk, you don't fucking faze me. This is my defense, okay? And Pete Carroll should be starting, okay? And he tried to, he didn't do shit, he backed down. Anyways, yeah, we make a movie of this, and it's true, and people will pay to see it. Me walking past Mike in a Yogi's bar. Yogi's, the bar that everybody goes to before they go out and have fun. And say, what's up, Mike? And him going, pfft. Him going, pfft. And me going, I stopped and I said, did you actually just fucking try to disrespect me, punk? Remember back in high school when I told you that I would kick your ass if you want to coach? Okay? Same goes here. So I want to hear an apology. And remember when I actually made you respond, okay? You know, as if I hadn't cut your cock off and replaced it with a vagina to begin with. And so we left Yogi's, Oprah Winfrey, and went to Juanita's. and my friends had just received their food and were sitting down and they were all grubbing. And I was standing alone at the counter when I got bumped from behind. And I looked, I could see one, I could see a guy behind me. I looked and I could see two more. And there was four of them, and they were there from Mike Carts, and they were there to kick my ass. And so what did I do? Ooh, doo, doo. Wham! I elbowed and broke a jaw, and he slumped to the ground, knocked out. So all of a sudden, instead of four guys there to kick my ass, there are three guys there like, what the fuck? With my hand, speed, and my power, I knocked them all out. And as we were reconnoitering to get out of there, number 5 walked through the door with a beautiful girlfriend, jet black hair, Italian guy from New York. Okay, he was probably 6 feet, 6'1", and he said, "What the fuck is going on here?" And I'm not sure if it was me or Jim McCrans or Pete Carroll or Scott Cosman. Said, "It's none of your business." And he said, "I'm making it my business." And as soon as he said, "I'm making it my business," I threw a right hand and I knocked him out. Yeah, that was number 5. And we skedaddled, and the legend grew, the bad boy grew, and the bad boy grew to 6-point-something inches, okay? A little bit bigger than average. But when flaccid, Oprah Winfrey, I look like a tiny little nothing on a 6'3" frame. It's almost embarrassing. But did I get teased for it when I was in high school? Oh, I surely did. And it made me shy, and it made me many things. But appreciative now of what my looks can do, because I've heard that I'm quite handsome from many people. Oprah Winfrey. Yeah, so making that video, the violin, an apology to women, showing guys how to absolutely pleasure their women without having to use their penis is paramount. It's one of the most important things that I think I can put out there that needs to get done. Will it save this planet? Piggybacking Stevia turning water into a fuel, and then the fountain of youth on that video. It can do it. Okay, but that'll take me a month to months from this point, Oprah. Whereas if somebody paid this forward to you, you can make it happen virtually overnight. What do you think, Lecky? Dan Quinn playing the violin, the Fountain of Orgasm for Women on video with Oprah Winfrey. Do you think they would go popular?
I think you'd get a lot of hits.
Oh, you would get global hits. Think about it, Oprah. 760-809-1744. I have my trade tatted. I have the prophecy. It just, nobody as important as you that can get this famous is listening.